flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up they actors, now they truly focus. Daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on a mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top is missing, fuck the opposition, ain't all that lane switching, this is what the game is. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you.
By many accounts, Coach, one of the most underrated home venues in all of the NFL resides in the heart of Nashville, Tennessee, and that's where we find ourselves at Nissan Stadium. The whole of downtown Nashville likely still reverberating with the sounds of the Titans taking the field a moment ago. They're ready for football as their Titans are set to match up with Phillip Rivers and the Los Angeles Chargers. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Hey, Mike 52, Mike 52. Here we go. Pick the edge, Where are they, team?
Now a first-time 1,000-yard rusher from a season ago, it's Derrick Henry. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. This is Dion Lewis now in his 9th NFL season. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts it right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point by them. The timing on point. The run even better.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Mariota gives to Henry. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. Off play action to Henry. Here's Mariota. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. But no doubt, a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A. First down, and they stick with Eckler. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
180, 190. 54, Mike. Hey, Rocket. Load it.
Third and short yardage, Rivers. And he'll find Hall. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be fourth down. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Now Lewis here on 1st down. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 34-yard line.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
Play fake to Henry. Now Mariota. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Uchenna and Nwosu got the sack there. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Melvin Ingram. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
2 sacks last week. Another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point.
At their own 41-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks, because then the defense has the advantage.
Here's Eckler, and he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football.
Set. We're okay. We're okay. Lost the right. Hey, Brown 80. Shoot. 54 Mike. 54 Mike. Check. Block 54. Block 54. Good. Lost twist. Hey, go orange.
From the gun, Rivers. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's got this down to the 35. 1st down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. Good completion there from Phillip Rivers, who has been really good against Tennessee in his career. This is the 9th time that he has faced the Titans as a starter, and so far he's 7-1 against them. Pretty nice work defensively there on the 1st down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. We're scoreless after 1. Charger football to start quarter number 2 as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. On 2nd down, Eckler. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Charger 1st. Successful toss play to the right there. It's interesting. Teams seem to run the toss a lot more to the right than to the left.
It's usually a little more natural. Right-handed quarterback, typically your power side running the ball is to the right side with your guard and your tackle. In college football, they used to call it student body right because you had everyone on that side, including a fullback leading. In the pros, they don't call it that, but it's still the same result.
Rivers hands off to Eckler. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Working out of the gun, Rivers. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hall. And this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or two there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line. Badgley able to punch this one through. The Chargers, a team that's really been plagued by poor field goal kicking the last decade or so, but I think they feel they've solved their problems with Badgley.
I would say so. He went 15 for 16 in 10 games last season, undrafted out of Miami. And remember, he had 5 field goals in the playoffs against the Baltimore Ravens.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
Joey Bosa in on the stop.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
That one, a first down pickup of 8. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll toss it to Henry.
You ain't going nowhere.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
From the 39, Mariota into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jatavis Brown. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. Running on 1st down, Eckler. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play, but there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker, and we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. The Chargers on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Hey, 79! 79!
From the shotgun, it's Rivers. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Here's Ty Long now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. From the 25 on second down, Mariota. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD. So that's now 3 first-half interceptions, and that last one even costlier as it's returned for 6 points. So as a quarterback, how do you regain your focus?
Well, QB 101 says you never show them that you're sweating. Still act like you're the guy, that you've thrown 6 touchdown passes, not 3 interceptions. But he's human. He's got to face up to his teammates. He's got to own up to that. See if he can brace up and also not look over his shoulder and see his backup starting to warm up. It's going to be a tough one for him.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Here we go.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if I'm we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. From the 24, Mariota firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now Mariota. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on 4th down, here's the Tennessee field goal unit led by Ryan Suckup. They'll put it down right at the 40, so call this a 50-yard attempt. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. This is fielded at the goal line. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes, back-to-back.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. The intended receiver there, Allen. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. First down, Titans, gain of 12. First down, Mariota. And Walker has it. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Throwing again on second down. Mariota. Complete. It's Henry. And here he'll get it down to the 7. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. Throwing is Mariota. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Now from the 7, here's second and goal.
Single. Here we go. I got 8. Watch tight end. One. Let's get the set.
To throw is Mariota. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Charger drive about to get going. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. Rivers now. He's got a man. That's Keenan Allen. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Rivers. For Keenan Allen, that's complete. They give him a gain of 38.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. Austin Eckler with his 16th touchdown of the year. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned.
And that's going to be intercepted. It's the all-pro safety, Derwin James. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Boy, the run on first down, a disaster as he's tackled well behind the line of scrimmage. That really sets him back. A loss of 6. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway, because that's your strength.
It's a 6-yard pickup to get him back to the original line of scrimmage with third down coming up. Rivers. On the screen, this is Eckler. Able to spin free. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, his second touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Chargers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Badgley on for the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Makes the score, Chargers 24, Titans 6.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it. The 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
They'll run it again with Henry. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. They are going for it. It's Tannehill. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Denzel Perryman. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position.
Stay there. Stay there. 190. Check. Easy. Easy. Let's go one more.
Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Block 11.
Once more, here's Eckler. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown run. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead.
Well, 3 scores in this game. I think that deserves some type of a broad gesture. I know in hockey, that's called a hat trick, and people throw their hats out on the ice. What about us? What can we do for this guy?
Well, if I'm his teammates, I'm buying him a little steak dinner tonight, right? At least a skirt steak, probably a filet.
Oh, you're going big. I like that.
Yeah, I mean, skirt at minimum,
skirt
filet
steak,
at
come
maximum.
on. You can't give the guy a skirt steak. He scores 3 times. There you go.
10 ounce, 16 ounce.
Porterhouse.
Fine.
Let's go.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. 36 yards on the play. Well, look, you're not going to be able to get this all back at once, but that certainly helps.
So you're saying 3 yards in a cloud of dust, not the strategy?
I go aerial attack.
Yeah, I think that's what has to happen. And if you're going to run it, you need to break off big chunks. We just saw a big play right there. They need plenty of those.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he's going to get this inside the 30. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a 1st down. So they go pass, now they go run, and 2 plays resulting in really nice pickups.
Certainly sounds like a 50-50 deal, doesn't it? Sounds like great balance. Now, you know what all those coaches have told us over the years, Brandon, that balance is? It means doing what you want to, when you want to. That play call is working very well for them right now.
Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. On 1st and 10, Tannehill. And that's going to be intercepted. It's the all-pro safety, Derwin James. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
As much football as we watch, we've seen this work many times. In the red zone, 1st down, take a shot at the end zone, and points result. In this case, though, give credit to the defense. They outguessed them, were prepared, and intercepted the pass.
And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Line of scrimmage is the 8 on 2nd and 8. It's Eckler again. He'll have a 1st down and more past the 20. And they will finally get him down to the 27-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Rivers, he leads to Eckler on the draw. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Okay. Black 15. Get the ball.
Draw play. It's Eckler. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game. and kept the...
And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 21. He's going to air one out. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Tannehill now to throw. Forced out to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Melvin Ingram in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. The Titans on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 17.
Hey, Delta. 55.
From the gun, here's Tannehill. Pass caught by A.J. Brown, and that's his first NFL catch. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. First target, first catch, and a first down. Tannehill now just 3 of 6 throwing it, but that last completion gets a first down. Now Lewis. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Ready. 30 base. Hey, Haywood.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd and 9, Tannehill. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. One of his main targets, Delaney Walker, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down. The Titans on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Joey Bosa has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Here's Brett Kern now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Returning, it's Benjamin. It's a 49-yard punt, but subtract 9 there for the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. This ball game certainly has gotten a little out of hand. This is normally when they say you got to fill. This is fill time for guys like you and I. But, yeah, to be frank, just a dominating performance. Really impressive what we've seen.
It is, and I'm glad that you went in that direction because otherwise we're going to have to talk about the museum tour we took yesterday.
Which was also impressive.
Which was also very impressive. But this game, how they've done it, offense, defense, special teams, they've put it all together. And I got to tell you, I am beyond impressed by what I've seen from this team.
It's our time. It's our time.
They'll run again with Jackson. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
Hey, 180. 180. So don't say nothing.
They run on first down with Jackson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
He's got the first down here inside the 30. And finally taken down at the 15.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Titans' 16-yard line.
Check 390. 380. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. And watch that. And watch the ball.
And they will take a knee here. So first and second down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. And they'll indeed take a knee. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for our visitors, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to the Windy City to take on the Bears. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, things are definitely going south quickly as they fall now to 1-6. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
How many of y'all came to win?